Imagine someone turning $800 into $350 million in just 2 weeks. No mistakes, no losses. Every trade perfect. In 2003, a man did exactly that. When the FBI arrested him, his explanation shocked the world. He claimed he was a time traveler from the year 2256. Welcome to HEH TV, where history meets mystery. We explore hidden stories, strange science, and the secrets of time. If you're curious, you belong here. This is the strange case of Andrew Carlson. In 2003, a man appeared out of nowhere and turned just $800 into $350 million in only 2 weeks. Every trade he made in the stock market was perfect. He never lost. The FBI arrested him, suspecting the biggest case of insider trading in history. But when they asked him how he did it, Andrew gave an answer no one expected. He claimed he was a time traveler from the year 2256. The agents laughed at him, but Andrew did not change his story. He said he knew future events, disasters, and cures for deadly diseases. He even promised to reveal Osama bin Laden's hiding place and the cure for AIDS, but only if they let him go. Before the FBI could confirm his claims, something mysterious happened. Andrew disappeared. There were no trial records, no release papers, nothing. He was gone. So who was Andrew Carlson really? A genius scammer, or proof that time travel is real? To understand, we need to explore time itself. For most of human history, people thought time was simple. It moved in one direction, from past to present to future. But in the early 20th century, Albert Einstein shattered that view. His theory of relativity showed that time and space are not separate. They are woven together in a fabric called spacetime. And spacetime can bend. This bending of time means that time is not absolute. It can pass differently for different people. This effect is called time dilation. Imagine two twins. One stays on Earth. The other travels on a spaceship close to the speed of light. For the traveler, time slows down. When he returns, he has aged maybe a few years, but his twin on Earth has aged decades. They were born at the same time, yet they no longer share the same age. This is not science fiction. This is real physics. We see proof of this every day. GPS satellites orbit Earth at high speed, far from Earth's gravity. Because of relativity, their clocks tick slightly faster than clocks on the ground. Engineers must correct this difference daily. Without it, GPS would be off by miles within minutes. Your phone would not know where you are. So in a way, time travel into the future already happens, even if only by fractions of a second. But what about traveling to the past? Here things become more complicated. Some scientists believe wormholes could make it possible. A wormhole is a theoretical tunnel through spacetime, connecting two distant points. If one end of the wormhole moves differently through time than the other, stepping through could take you into the past or the future. Wormholes are allowed in Einstein's equations, but no one has ever observed one. Even if they exist, keeping them stable long enough for a human to pass through may be impossible. Traveling to the past also creates paradoxes. The most famous is the grandfather paradox. If you went back in time and prevented your grandfather from meeting your grandmother, you would never be born. And if you were never born, how could you travel back to stop them? The logic breaks. Another is the bootstrap paradox. Imagine you travel to the past and hand Shakespeare a copy of his own plays. He publishes them, and in the future you read them, copy them, and take them back. Who actually wrote the plays? The loop has no origin. Some physicists think paradoxes are a sign that time travel to the past is impossible. Others propose solutions. One is the Navikov's self-consistency principle. It says that the timeline is fixed. Even if you go back, your actions will never change history. You might think you are altering events, but in reality, you are fulfilling them. There are also ideas of one-way time travel into the future through suspended animation. Instead of moving time, you slow your own biological processes. This is cryosleep, freezing a person for centuries. When they wake, they have leapt forward in time. Scientists are experimenting with slowing cell damage and preserving organs, but true cryosleep is still far away. Even famous scientists have tested time travel ideas. Stephen Hawking once made a joke with a serious point. He held a party for time travelers. He sent out the invitations only after the party was over. If time travelers existed, they could have attended. No one came. For Hawking, this was evidence that time travel to the past may never be possible. And yet, the universe often surprises us. In quantum mechanics, particles can exist in multiple states until observed. Some theories suggest alternate timelines or parallel universes might exist. If so, maybe traveling to the past would not change our history, but create a new branch, a parallel reality. Now, let's return to Andrew Carlson. Was he really from the future? The answer is most likely no. The entire story first appeared in a satirical newspaper called Weekly World News. They were known for publishing fictional stories with wild headlines. Over time, the story spread online, stripped of its satire label, and people began believing it was true. But the mystery of Carlson captured the imagination because deep inside, we all wonder, what if? What if someone really did come back with knowledge of the future? What if time travel is not just theory, but reality? Science tells us time travel to the future is not only possible, it is already happening in small ways. Time travel to the past remains uncertain. Maybe it is impossible. Maybe it requires technologies far beyond our imagination. Or maybe the universe protects its own timeline. What is certain is that all of us are already time travelers. Every second that passes carries us further into the unknown future. Whether we move slowly with each tick of the clock or leap centuries ahead through physics, we do not yet understand. The journey never stops. And perhaps one day, in some distant century, someone really will return, claiming to be from the future. When that day comes, we may finally learn the truth about time.